I was thinking about like what the world is and what it offers, and what that means really. So I was thinking about things like, what things would I feel like would improve my situation, like all the things that was missing, or the trials, the things that are just happening in my life. So I was thinking about like just the general things everybody likes. What if I had a really nice car? Like what if I had a really nice house, or just different things. Like, so really it's what if I could go on a vacation somewhere, or just various different things. So that's the thing that I noticed, is that's what the world has to offer, which those things aren't bad, they're not inherently bad, but the whole idea is that it offers you things, the world offers you things and experiences outside of Jesus, basically. So instead of Jesus, it's offering you those things, rather than you having, like, you can have things and have good things, obviously you need things in this world, but also have Jesus, like, so that's the problem, like the world tries to offer you these things instead, so it's a counterfeit joy or peace or fulfillment, but as we all know, those things never fill, they never satisfy completely. You need more and more and more and more and more of it, and even still then, like it doesn't ever fully satisfy us. That's what I was just noticing. There's the difference. Like now I get that fulfillment that comes from Jesus now, like instead of me finding my joy or my peace, my satisfaction, I guess, in things. So that's the idea. Those things have been taken from me, and then you would think, if I have those things back in different degrees of magnitude, that would fix my issues, and to some extent, yes, it would. It would offer me that temporary satisfaction and whatnot. But without Jesus, like missing that whole part of it, like I'm still lacking hope and purpose and the true sense of what that fulfillment is and where all those things come from, and like just the gratitude aspect. There's so many things. It's such a deep and personal thing and experience. It's hard to even describe, but I was just noticing it. I was understanding it while I was listening to the song and just driving around today, of how that's the difference. Like the world has been taken from me, like in many different ways like that, but every time that I've drawn near to God, like kept in my prayer and in my music, and even when that's a whole different thing, but even when I wasn't capable of giving or doing anything in any way, shape, or form, like just the knowledge that He is still faithful to me, like thank God for that. Like what hope do I have at all if it wasn't for that? Like great is your faithfulness to me. Like that is a true testament, because really that's what I've had to rely on many times, especially when it came to this new cancer diagnosis and whatnot. I had to completely rely on and believe what I've said, what I've read, and I had to believe that He is faithful even when I'm not faithful, that His love, His steadfast love endures, because I needed that. Like I wasn't capable of doing anything, the things that we think makes God love us or whatnot. Like I wasn't capable of giving anything. Like I stopped literally everything that I was doing, all my studying, all my praying, all my music, literally everything. I had to completely rely on the truth that I knew that God is faithful to me even when I'm not faithful, that His love is steadfast and it endures, despite my ability to reciprocate or do anything like as to earn it and whatnot. But I had the opportunity, through these trials and the suffering, to understand things, in different degrees. That was the idea, what I was thinking about, and my walk / drive today while I was listening to music. I just started to recognize the difference, that I found. I was thinking about, like, what if I had, like, what if I just had, like, all the things of the world, the things that I wanted or would desire right now, would that really make things, like, better for me entirely? I was thinking about, like, how it'd be different, how it's different now. Like, I could have those things and have Jesus now, like, just have a completely different outlook on, how these things are good, like they're they're useful and stuff in this world, they make things better, whatever, but they aren't my home still, they aren't my purpose still, they aren't my hope, overall, and that has been found completely in Jesus, and Jesus is the author of everything, like he has all authority of everything, like everything that exists belongs to God. Like, so that's the whole idea, that I can have all of these things, but they're not where my hope is. They're not where, I don't hope in them to fulfill me. I don't hope in them to give me purpose or joy or any of those things. Like, all of those things have been found in Jesus. Like, so that's why he's the treasure in the field. Like it talks about in the Bible, that the person went and sold everything that they owned just to buy the field, because they knew that treasure possessed everything else that they had, so it was worth it to sell all their possessions, lose everything that they have, just to buy that treasure, or that field, to get the treasure, because the treasure holds it all, and the treasure is Jesus. That's the whole thing. Yeah.